did Christmas last week, and we're living in a break room. We are building a home in a warehouse at the end of our long warehouse. And so we begin the year of 1993. Our big news of the month is that Tom cut the tip of his right ring finger off the very first day of February. Actually, it would have been easier and less painful if he had really cut it off with the saw blade. But instead, while using the saw, he smashed it off. He was cutting a piece of firewood and he had his hands on it, and it jammed, and then it jerked, and it went anyway. When it jerked around, it just smashed the tip of his finger off. So it was a really jagged, awful cut. And the doctor evened up the jaggedness with a scalpel. He is doing quite nicely by now, and we are both over the shock of it. He is doing quite nicely by now. Oh, and we are both over the shock of it, although he still has some pain. Of course, he had the greater shock. Mine was sympathy shock at seeing the flesh of his finger gone and the bone exposed, knowing he was in such pain, and I couldn't help him bear any of it. The doctor is so pleased so far with the healing process, though. And then my job is changing in the cash office at the bond. It is no longer to be called the cash office. But a rose called by any other name is still a rose. In our gift wrap center, where we also count cash and other such business, I will be working about 10 more hours a week, meaning 30 to 35 hours instead of my usual 20 to 25. I'm not unhappy with the change. And, okay, we go on. And we are planning on this being our last spring to sleep in our little break room apartment, sometimes fondly called our hobbit hole, named from one of the books by Tolkien. Other times not so fondly thought of as some other kind of hole, especially in the summer. Right now, Tom is putting the finishing texture on the wall with plans of starting the painting next. The carpet has been purchased, the wallpaper is on order, and the curtains are packed in their box waiting to be hung, and the light fixtures likewise. Excitement runs through my mind as I arrange the furniture and hang the pictures. Shall I hang this picture here? And should the dresser go there? Then at night, I lay next to Tom, listening to the rain patter overhead, and I know I will miss the cozy... Neighbor's son just walked in, but we will continue. No more will we hear rains. Oh, I'm going to go back because I missed a sentence. In fact, then at night, I lay next to Tom, listening to the rain patter overhead, and know I will miss my cozy nest at times, and yet I look forward to that time of missing. No more will we hear the rains and the birds waddling on the roof, nor will we see our ceilings rise and fall with the winds. No more will I get up at night and take 2 steps to be at the kitchen sink for a drink. There will be no more cozy times while Tom rests on the bed and I cook dinner and we sit in our one-in-all room. When we moved in almost 2 years ago, we had no idea we would be here so long, yet I'm thankful for all the time. It has been like a honeymoon time for us, but now I'm looking forward with such anticipation and impatience to change. Will it ever come? Two of the biggest things I am looking forward to are windows and the unpacking. I'll be able to see out. The sunlight will come streaming in across all the furniture and items freshly placed in our new home. They have been packed in boxes over 3 years now. This doesn't mean our house is completely finished. We will still need to finish the bathrooms, hopefully, shortly after we move into the bedroom to cut out the long night walks to the shop bathroom. The kitchen will come at a slower pace, and the west bedroom will be another year altogether. I wrote a piece about rains, which I dedicate to our move, and I will share with you. May your raindrops fall like blessings in your life. Rains. Lashing rains, slashing streaks of lightning, winds whipping against darkening skies, hurling autumn leaves off bending, twisting leaves, October storms. Rain coming down in gray sheets, pouring into our overflowing gutters, running muddy from the lanes. Gray, gray rains, gray January skies, bleak, cold, wet. Trees standing naked and sad, dead-like in those gray winter rains. Soft rains gently washing over the soft velvety brown hills, bringing a hint of new greens, casting spells on tender shoots, turning dead grays to quickening silvers of new awakenings. Spring rains bringing forth the hope of life, life of vibrant greens, sparkling raindrops flashing jewel-like in the rainbow-filled skies, clinging to swollen buds and delicate first leaves. Spring rains. No air stirring, the atmosphere heavy with heat, dull, oppressive, and the horizons coming closer. Colors intensify till the far seems near, touchable. Suddenly the heavens fill with an ominous clouds. Lightnings come rending the silent still day with thunderous sounds, crashing down in the valleys. Fat drops of rain come at first, slow and warm, increasing their tempo till they finally are pounding the hot earth, parched fields and wilted gardens. Quickly the rains exhaust themselves and end in the steady coolness, followed on their wake by gusts of fresh winds and promises of renewed vitality and growth. The gusts die to gentle summer breezes, bringing lightness of air and sunshine to the fields and streets. Summer rains washing the earth into brightness. Rains. And there you have it. Come next Saturday and we'll continue on. Till then, have a good week.